Hello and welcome to Success Stories. Success Stories is one show where we talk to different students of the company secretary course on how they passed the CS exam and how they can inspire you. And joining me today in this success story is Bhargavi Manogya. Hello, Bhargavi, and welcome to Success Stories.
Hello, sir. Thank you for inviting me.
So, Bhargavi, first of all, congratulations. You have passed CS Executive and you have entered CS Professional and just one step away from becoming a company secretary.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So, great. So, Bhargavi had taken the coaching at Excel Academy and she's also doing her BCom. So, we would like to first understand, Bhargavi, first thing, how did you get to know there is one course called Company Secretary and how did you take it up?
Actually, my father is a company secretary. So, from the very beginning, he used to discuss with us what he used to do at work, like what procedure he is following, what this course is all about. So, that's what inspired me to take commerce group, and then later I took CS course.
Okay, it's great that your father is a company secretary and you got inspired, but at the same time, some students feel I should not do what father or mother is doing. So, but what was that thing apart from your father being CS and sharing some of his experiences? Can you tell like what inspired you? Like, yes, I should do this because you have so many options, especially coming from like school, you'll have so many options after school. How did you take this? How did you boil down onto this?
Actually, my father or mother didn't force any course on me. They gave me full freedom to take any course I wanted. Like, even I wanted to take commerce, they were very happy with it. There are so many parents who feel that if only they take science group, it's there are a lot of avenues we can do everything. But I have seen some people taking science group and later on they're thinking that there is a nice course like CS or CA or any other professional course and then do it. I actually figured out that I liked commerce subjects more than science subjects. That's why I had chosen commerce in my class 11. And I was not very much interested in maths as well. I had taken marketing in my class 11.
Okay,
So
great.
I actually understood that I'm more interested in theoretical subjects and provisions and other things like that. That's why I had I had opted for the CS course.
Great. So now that you took CS course, you wrote the foundation exam, right? The foundation exam. And
Yes,
if I'm not wrong, you got All India joint 22nd rank in the CS foundation
yes,
level.
sir. Yes.
Okay, great. So once you passed foundation, executive when you came, it was also the entry of the pandemic and a lot of confusion. So how did you navigate through this time of pandemic and getting into executive? So how did all this happen?
Actually, after completing in December, we got our results only by some February 25th or so. And then later, I decided that I can do both the modules in that year, December itself. But after that, there was a lot of confusion, and I thought I could go somewhere coaching like directly and do it. That also was not possible because of the pandemic. So later only I came to know about Excel Academy videos. I had taken only one of the videos for first module, and I didn't have that much of an idea of what how it will be to study for executive because in foundation level it was objective type and the subjects were also not that vast. Like whatever I had I had prepared very well for my boards and I was very interested in my school teacher. My school taught the subjects really well, economics and business studies and other things. So those subjects same almost same portions we had and something more in continuation of the 12th portions were there for the foundation level. It was application based but the portions were very much similar to the 12th portion. So I found the foundation level slightly easier. After coming to executive, only I understood the scope of the course and how deep the subjects are. Like
Yes.
all the law subjects, especially, I didn't know how to actually study at first. but I'm actually like always from the very beginning. I like taking notes and then studying from the notes.
Okay.
So that is what I have been doing because the books seem very big, vast, and everything.
Writing
So
it in your own words helps you to comprehend the subject. Okay, great.
at first, like it was difficult to comprehend the provisions and study like two, three times, three, four times. I had to study the same thing. Only then I used to understand. So as I started making notes, like understanding the provision and making notes in my own words, second time, third time became very easy for me to like revise. That's
Oh,
how I was able to do the first module.
great. So now you passed the first module, fine. Then you got into the second module. So in the second module, still you had BCom along with it. So how did you manage BCom and the second module together? And middle of this, we still have the pandemic, which is with full rage, and lot of problems were happening. So how did you manage this time?
Actually, I can say it's some sort of a blessing actually because if I used to go to college, I had to travel, go and come back. I used to go for evening college actually. I had it from 1:15 to 5:45.
Okay.
But after the 5:45, if I used to start only by 7 o'clock, I used to reach home.
Okay.
Even while going, I used to take the MTC bus and go. It used to take at least 1 hour to go. So
Hmm.
all this travel time I had saved because I was having online classes. And
Okay.
also if I had gone for coaching somewhere like physically, I had to like go for coaching like sometime in the morning, 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Like that coaching only I could have gone because I
Correct.
used to have college in the evening. After 7 o'clock, it'll get very late if I go for any coaching. So even that time, I think I have saved because like even Excel Academy videos I used to watch whenever I used to have time. Like in the morning, I used to watch. In the evenings, I used to watch. So I used to watch the video once fully. If I had doubt, I used to watch it again, and then make my own notes and then study from that.
Okay. As they say, every threat or every challenge is opportunity. Like you said, pandemic was actually a blessing in disguise for you. Otherwise, probably early morning, if you leave, you would have come back home only in the night with physical coaching classes for CS and then your BCom college. And of course, in a bigger city, things are far away and it takes time for us to travel. So this time which you got for online classes, both for CS and for BCom, helped you to study. Is that right?
Yes, sir. But even then, very now and then we have internals in the college and that exam that we have to just like
Manage
concentrate
it. Okay, great.
and study.
So now, can you tell us now what was your general study schedule? Because whoever is watching this, they will be in a similar situation. They could be doing a regular BCom, they could have taken our Excel classes, or some may even be doing self-study. So, how was your day? Like from the time you get up till the time you sleep, generally, how was your day for both module one and module two? If you can give us a summary.
Actually, I also learn music. So I used to have a full day, exhausting day. I used to have the first few months for preparing for module one was actually very exhausting because I didn't have any idea of how to prepare. That was one thing. And looking at the portions, I kind of used to be scared, like whether I can even do. I didn't have that confidence at first.
Mhm.
I used to have music classes also online because of the pandemic.
Okay.
So morning I used to wake up, I used to do some videos. Then I used to attend my music class. Then I used to sing for some time, attend my college class. Then evening I used to prepare my notes, study, and I used to sleep kind of like late, 11:30, 12:30. I used to 12, 1 o'clock also I have slept. But morning I used to get up slightly late. I used to get up by like 7:15 or so.
So
But I
many
used
people that is
to
early, but you are telling late. Anyway, good.
actually, I used to do some small walking or something on my terrace because, like, full day it used to be like I used to sit in front of my laptop, my books,
True.
and like study the whole day. Used to be.
Jam-packed schedule from morning till night, though you're at home and with the pandemic going on, like you said, you learn music and used to study, and even music classes used to be there, then practice singing that is which is necessary. And after all this, study for the exams and then BCom. So this whole thing, what did you feel taught you this whole? thing of having such a hectic schedule?
Actually, some people will say that if you're doing any course, you can't do anything else. Like you can't have any other passion or other things. I would say that that's actually wrong. Singing, even though it was jam packed, I had so many other things, but it is a kind of a relaxation, which I would say like there's a change of scenario of like in college also I have the same commerce things, and even in CS we have mostly commerce related subject, laws and provision, but it's just a change of thing. Like it's very difficult to also stay like focused for a long time if it's the same thing from morning to night.
Singing and your music classes actually helped you to relax and have the right balance between BCom, CS, pandemic, and your classes and everything.
Yes.
Okay, great, great. So now that we know your schedule, which subjects you felt was challenging for you, and how did you approach those subjects which were challenging?
Actually, because I'm a non-math student, the subjects where it involves a lot of like formulas, problems, and like solving some type of papers, I found it slightly difficult as compared to other papers. In module one, when I started module one, I didn't have tax as a subject in my college. So
Right.
it was slightly difficult paper, I would say, in first module. Company law, I actually found it very interesting. That was the one thing which was very interesting because there were a lot of provisions, and the questions they used to ask also, it was not like some basic level questions like you by heart something and you write in that exam.
Right.
And I'm not a person who remembers everything like exactly same, like read it once and like photographic memory and write it. I was not such a person. I always used to learn something and remember in my own words, like what is the essence, and I used to write. So that's why I liked company law is good for people who are like that, like who like to understand things and do. Company law is a very interesting subject, is what I found. JIGL was also like nice. I liked all those criminal procedure code, civil procedure code, evidence act. Like I could learn a lot of things. There were a lot of interesting examples over there. Like it could
Right.
happen like this, it could happen like that. So I found that also very interesting. Setting up of business was actually like a continuation of business studies from our class 12, I would say. So even that I could kind of like cope up. I could understand how to study, but tax was the only subject I kind of like found it difficult because there were a lot of provisions from the beginning.
Correct.
GST also it was slightly better than direct tax, I would say, because even over there it was mostly like application based questions and other things.
How did the tax classes help you? Because since you found tax quite challenging, how did the online tax classes help you?
It was like very much in detail. I could like understand like rather than like knowing the very superficial knowledge of everything. I understood every. I took only for direct tax, but even then, in direct tax itself, I could understand the basics, provision, and other things like very clearly. Sums I was able to do or not, that was a separate question. Even the sums were solved fully. But if we understand the provisions only, we can do the sums. So I tried to understand all the provisions, how much ever I could in direct tax. In GST, I actually saw the revision classes which you had put up on YouTube. That was very useful before one day before exam to revise all the GST lectures. It was useful. Like there was a 3 hour lecture where all the portions of GST were covered. That was very useful for me.
Great. And then coming to module two, how was your journey in module two? Because you got very good marks also. Can you share your experience so that whoever is watching it gets some tips?
Actually, many people ask if they're supposed to do one module one and then module two. I would say that there is a kind of a progression from one to two because, like, after knowing company law, learning SEBI law, which comes in module two, was slightly a development over company law because it was more complex than company law. The pages were very less as compared to company law. I thought, wow, very small book, I can finish easily, but I was wrong.
Alright.
It was complex, very much complex than company law is in my understanding. So after completing module one, I found module 2 how to like study, what type of questions the institute can ask. In module 1, in some places, if I found something very difficult, I used to be like, okay, this one thing I'll just leave off. And that one thing which I left, it was the very first question in my question paper in the module 1. So that is that one lesson which I learned, like not leave any line. At least once I should read the
Correct.
whole module, whether I revise again and again, at least once it's a must to read the institute.
Anything, because like the question paper is set in such a way that each main question has four sub questions, and the sub question can be from any chapter, so we can't take the chance of leaving. Yeah, so please continue about how did you study these module 2 subjects?
In some of the papers they give a split up like part A, part B. At least that I can say slightly better. We can give more importance to the ones carrying more marks. But in some papers even that is not possible. In SEBI paper only the part B, it was for 30 marks I think. In
Yes.
30 marks there were two chapters, so I could concentrate more on those chapters because they were scoring. And part one I could do because that was a tough paper. I did like that, but other papers were okay. I cost and sorry corporate and management accounting, I would say it's like a continuation of accounting.
Yes.
So I found it kind of interesting to solve the papers. It's an objective paper. So I actually got a cracker and I used to solve the MCQs so that I have an idea of how the questions would be.
Correct.
I wrote one mock paper from one of the academies in Chennai, so that like I have an idea before going to that exam. It should not be like a surprise for me to write the exam. So I used to time and write the paper and solve papers, previous year papers. That helped me a lot.
Okay, great. So now we will come back to once you finish this, now how confident you are for professional.
Again, professional, I would say, is like a next step. So only after I start studying, I think I'll get a hook of it because I got a hook of executive after studying my module one. Only I understood how I have to like actually prepare for module two. That's why I was able to do better in my module two.
So can you tell us like how seriously do you take your music, and how did that help you throughout this journey?
Actually, I have been learning music from a very young age. My mom herself is a musician, so I learned from her. So in schools and all, I used to participate in a lot of competitions, and I got a lot of encouragement. So I actually want to continue singing, whether I become a performing artist or not. I always want to continue singing. That's why I have not left music. I'm having.
Great, great. So now you are also telling that apart from learning and music, you and your friends have a band. So can you tell us a little bit about it? Why I'm asking you this is students feel that if you're studying something, especially company secretary or chartered accountancy course, which is a professional course and there's a lot of deep knowledge, we should just leave everything and become a bookworm. But you're a very good example where you're just not, it's not just a small hobby, but a very serious hobby. Almost, it's almost professional, but not really a professional. And that's so. Can you tell us about your friends and your band and all of that?
Actually, like after we used to participate in a lot of culturals in my school. So that's how after we passed out of school, we formed a band among ourselves. We perform Carnatic music and fusion music and other things. So for that, we actually used to meet in the beginning, but thanks to the pandemic, even that was not happening. But we used to release online videos on our YouTube page, on our Instagram page. So that we used to do during the pandemic.
Sure. So for everyone who's watching this, it's important for you to have a hobby, if not as serious and as professional as what Bhargav is doing, some kind of hobby which will really keep you with the right balance between your studies, your profession, not just during your student days, but even much beyond that. And we'll ensure that we'll link the channel in the description below so that if anyone interested can go and check out Bhargavi and her friends.
Thank you, sir.
Great. So now, what do you feel are some of the tips you'd like to share for students who are writing? Now that you've finished executive, now you're in a position to give tips for students who are writing executive. What would you like to say? Because your entire journey was kind of through the pandemic. Your foundation you had just completed, got the results, then executive was through the pandemic. So can you share your tips for the students who are watching this?
Actually, I would say like making our own notes and studying is like one of the important things, because I used to have a separate book for every subject. I used to write and write and write and practice. I am not that person who can like read and just like that grasp it up. So I used to write again and again, and I used to revise only from my material after that. I used to have my CS material also along with. I used to highlight the important points, and after finishing one module I kind of got to know like how and all the institute can ask questions. I was surprised by some questions which the institute had asked in the first module. So whenever I used to study the second module, I myself used to think that the institute is going to ask like this question, and I used to prepare the answers accordingly. Like generally they ask 5 mark to maximum 8 mark questions, so I used to prepare maximum 8 points. Like if there are a lot of points in one thing, I used to know the important provisions, and I used to prepare for 8 points, eight separate points, because they never used to give it with point number one, two in the book. It used to be one big paragraph.
Yeah.
So that is how I would say like we can prepare for the exam, because while writing the exam, it's not like how much we studied, it's how smart we study and prepare notes, and we are having it in our fingertips.
Great. So before we end this interview, what would you say about online coaching? Like how beneficial was it for you in general as compared to offline? And what did you like with Excel Academy?
Actually, before I taking Excel Academy, I wanted to check other academies as well. I was not very much aware of how online coaching used to be. I had checked out some YouTube videos for some topics which I didn't understand, but all the videos were like in Hindi, and and it was like very fast for a South Indian to understand Hindi, grasp it, and doing that. I know how to speak Hindi and understand it, but I preferred learning it in English, and I had found Excel Academy through one of the study groups of the institute. So that's how I took up your classes, and I had also suggested to a lot of my friends, and even they were very much interested in Excel Academy videos.
Okay, great, wonderful. So finally, how was the reaction of your friends, family, parents when you cleared executive and you're very young, still in BCom and already finished executive?
My parents were very happy, even I was happy. Like for module 1 I was very scared, like whether I would get the total, whether I would pass in all the subjects, and I was very scared for only tax, that too. Other things I had done slightly better, so I was very happy when I cleared it.
Great. So you're on the cusp of becoming a company secretary. So maybe next June or maximum next December, you'll be in a position to complete CS. Of course, you'll have the training and other formalities, but once the exams are out of the way, there is no exam stress for the students. And we really wish you the best for your journey in CS professional. And like always, for any support or any help, Excel Academy is always there, not just for Bhargavi, but for everyone who is watching this. And this success story is again to share that if you are also in a similar position, you can also clear. And Bhargavi's story and everyone else, you can watch our playlist. We have stories of different students of Excel Academy. Each one is from a different background, different situation, and different challenges they faced and how they cleared it. I hope this episode was inspiring for everyone who watched it. Please do make sure and share it with your friends. And all the best for your CS exams.